I want to check this login functionality with multiple set of data. I want to check this login functionality with multiple set of data, not single data. That means during runtime, I need to pass data through Excel sheet to this functionality and should validate that. So that means what we should do, we should store test data in Excel. Am I right? We need to store this login test data in Excel sheet. So if you want store data in Excel, first open your Excel sheet. Here I am taking 2 columns for reading and 2 columns for writing purpose. Okay, I am taking 2 columns for reading and 2 columns for writing purpose. Highlight like this. Border, all border. Okay, bold it, and you can have some, not a problem. And this first row is always headers. We have to highlight for headers. So first, my first column is where that first column here. If we want to send test data for username, and we need to send test data for password, and then should write as results, and then I want to write as status also here. Okay, so here you store your, you can check with positive, negative, positive, negative. So I'm taking my valid username here, and I'm taking valid password. Again, I am providing invalid username. I am providing valid password. Next, I am providing, I am leaving username blank. If you leave blank, all of you remember, if you want to leave anything blank, highlight with a color. Again, I am taking valid password. I am giving valid username here. I am leaving password blank. I am leaving both blank. Again, I am giving valid username. And I am giving invalid password. Next time, again I am giving invalid username and I am giving valid password. Next, I am giving valid username and valid password. Here also I am giving valid username, valid password. Like that, we can store data, positive data, negative data. Okay. So wherever you are leaving blank, make sure that you are highlighting with color. Otherwise, Selenium will not recognize that row. And rename your sheet 1 as, rename as login. Give that sheet name as login, L capital, whatever. Okay. All of you know to rename. Double click that or right click mouse. We can rename the different way. Right click mouse, rename option also available. Now try to save this Excel sheet into some drive. I am just saving this into E drive. I am giving this name as login data. Okay, I'm just giving as login data. Save it. Data, login data. Okay, so my validation, see what Selenium has to do. When username and passwords are valid, Selenium should come and write as login success. And should write into status column as pass. If anything is invalid, all of you know that if anything is invalid, if you give anything username or invalid password, we get one error message here, right? Selenium has to capture this error message and should write into this column and should write into status column as fail. Same way it should perform in all rows. Okay, so that's what we have to create in a new file. This we have to create this in new file. Okay, na? How you do this? I want to use interfaces. Let me see how many of you remember. Everything, reporting, everything. I should go with all reportings. Okay, na? Excel is ready. Now, under your project, create one class. We're working on Primus Bank, right? Under this project, create one class, TestNG class, no more Java class. Say October 1, my package name. My class name is data driven framework. Okay, no main method, finish of it. So in this class, we have to go with a lot of global declarations. Okay, one by one. Let us declare under class level global. First, let us declare for WebDriver object. WebDriver object as driver. And for extends reports, let us declare two objects, extends reports as one object as report. And one more class is extend
test.
Extend test. Just now I forwarded jar file, ma. Please add them. Test object. And for log4j, we required one class. What that class, ma? Logger. Control space bar. Logger. Apache log4j package. Okay. Logger class. You have to import class. Many people are confusing. Don't import interfaces. Class. Apache log4j. I'm defining one object for log. Next, we want for Excel methods, all Excel interface, no XSF, no HSF here, please. Interface, come on, one by one. Workbook. Control space bar. Import package first for that. WB. Next, sheet. Control space bar. SS or SL. What I should import? First SS. One or second one?
First one.
First one, SS. Okay. So WS. Next, row. Control space bar. Define an object for that as row. These are my objects. Okay. And any other objects we required is file, input stream. File input stream. F5. Next, file, output stream.
F4.
Some object F4. And for taking screenshot also, I think we are not discussed screenshot. Here we won't take a screenshot. Okay. For taking screenshot, I'm declaring one more object, file, control space for Java.io. Java.io file. Okay. I'm defining one object for that variable as screen object. Okay. To take a screenshot, we should take screenshot whenever my test case fail. I don't want whenever it is passed. Okay. Na? So these are the global objects. But once we get into real frameworks, we'll overcome all this problem. We don't keep on defining every day. First, I want to check your things, what you understood so far, the methods. Okay. First, let us go for @ before precondition, before test. Only one test case we have before test. So public void method name is setup. Okay, na? Yes. First, let us generate extends reports first. Report is equal to report is equal to new extend reports. Extends reports, and specify the path where you want to generate that report. Same path. We can go with the same path. No need of changing it. Okay. Same path. Folder should be same. You can change your file name. Instead of login, I can say data driven .html. Yes, one is this. Next, when you are planning to go with logger class, we have defined object for logger class also. Log is equal to logger control space bar logger dot get logger, and for what we need to get that for that class. Which class? It will give that, it will generate that class name in reports. That's the advantage we have. No need to give class name. Okay. If you say get class means it will get that class, to which class it has to generate reports. Okay. Next. Driver is equal to
Chrome driver.
Chrome driver. Okay, na? Launch URL driver dot
Driver.get.
get method, specify your URL, so and so, driver dot manage dot
Window.
dot maximize. But I think launching URL should not be in the precondition, ma, because we want to go with multiple iterations, right? We are not going with single iteration. We are going with multiple iteration. So it should be in your test case. So now come back to your test case at the rate test control space bar. Okay. And write a
Public
method for
void.
that. Public
dot
void
void verify login.
method name verify.
I login.
Whatever method name, you can define that method name. And here, what we should do, all of you know that. What I'll do first of all, globally under class level, I will declare two objects. In the two objects, I will store my Excel, one for reading and one for writing purpose. We have to read data from Excel and we have to write for Excel also, right? So let me store in globally string input path is equal to, this is for what? Reading Excel file. Next string output path is equal to, this is for writing purpose.
Writing.
1 second. Okay. So let us define the path. Where is the Excel path? D drive, right? We stored in D drive. Login data, right? Right click to mouse, go to properties and security, copy the path of Excel. So try, make sure that you are defining right Excel path. Okay, na? So where to define that path here? Here it is. And where you want to generate your file, you can define. I want generate into D:// backward slash. If you go backward, go with 2 backward. I want my file name as data driven .xlsx. Okay, one for reading. This is for reading data in runtime. And this data will be sending to what? To your application. This is for what? Creating your results. Okay, na? So remember, they are stored into respect to variables. Remember, input path is holding login data reading, output path variable storing your Excel for writing purpose. Now come to your test case. Yes. First, access path of Excel. Come on, guys. Come on, you should tell me. I don't know all the
File
classes.
input string.
I file input stream declared globally, ma. Object. What object declared there?
Fi. Fi is equal
Fi
to
is equal to new file input stream. And here, where that path stored, ma? Input path. It has been already stored into input path, right? Globally, we declared globally. So here itself, let us add our superclass to overcome the exceptions. Throws, throwable. Okay, na? Yes. Next, from that file, get WB from file. Already declared object. WB is equal to workbook factory. Workbook factory dot create. Okay.
F5.
From where you are creating, ma? From where you are creating that workbook? We are getting from F5 variable.
F5.
Next, from that workbook, get sheet from WB. Come on, guys. Come on.
Sheet.
WS is equal to, already we declared there, WS is equal to WB dot get sheet or get sheet at. It's up to you. I'm going with get sheet. What the sheet name?
Login.
What the sheet name, ma?
Login.
Login. So
Login.
exactly, we have to give the sheet name. Don't follow my sheets, all of you guys. You have to go according to your application. Login sheet. Okay. Yes. Now get first row from sheet.
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 Already declared object for row. What
Row.
object we declared for row here? Row object.
Row object.
Right? Yes, row object. Get that. Store into row. Row object. Row is equal to ws dot get row.
Get row.
Which row, ma? First row. First row means
0.
what that number? 0. Yes. Now count number of rows
Sheet.
in a sheet. Counting
In-
rows is integer type or not? Integer. Store into one
RC
variable.
is equal to
RC is equal to ws dot get last row num method. The same way, count number
number
of
of columns.
number of cells.
In a
Where?
row.
In
Row.
which row? In first row.
First row.
Okay.
In
Count. That is also integer type.
int
Integer.
column count
CC is equal to
RC dot
RC.
amma,
Row dot.
row dot get
get last cell
cell num.
num.
Last cell num. And print them reporter dot log. You can give your
RC.
message. It's up to you message. Number of rows are, for your understanding, give that message plus RC plus some blank space again plus
CC.
number of cells in first row colon whether stored plus CC comma true. Okay, na? Now for logger class, I think we in the logger class itself for logger, especially for logger, we need to give the part of that property file or not. Logger file property file. Set path of which one? Yesterday we created path of log4j. Yesterday we created log4j file. Compulsory. How to get that property file? Property configurator. Property dot property configurator. Apache dot configure. Configure. Here we have defined the path of your property file. Where is that property file? Yesterday we stored log4j, right? Right click on it. Go to properties and specify the path location. Location is important. Specify the path and then path of that property file. Yes. Okay. Next, coming to, we are not going with single iteration here. We are going with multiple iteration. So for integer I is equal to 1. Start from first row. Second row means 1. 1. I less than or equal to how many times you want to iterate here? RC, right? Number of rows. I plus. Now here we need to start our test case for extents reports. Because why I'm starting my test case the looping means because I want to generate report for every iteration. How to start that test case? How to start your test case report? How to report your test case into that report? Data-driven.html report. How to report? I want generate report for that. Test is equal to report dot or report is equal to test dot. What is that? Test is equal to report dot start test. So your test case name is, you can define data driven with login. Okay, that's my test case name. If you want to assign name, your name, you can assign that. No problem. Author name. Test dot. Assign. Author. You can give your name by whom it is testing. You can give your name. I'm giving my name. Okay. And then if you want to assign category also, we can assign category. Test dot. Assign category. Category means what? What type of test case it is. I can say what type of test case it is. Data, or we can say multiple. Kada? Multiple data. So this reports into your HTML report, yeah, so that we get clarity for what you have been testing. Okay. Yes. Now here, see, in runtime, Selenium has to send data to this username and password. From where? From where Selenium has to send this data? From Excel
From
file,
Excel
right?
sheet.
From Excel file. So what we need to do? We have to read this column, username column, and we have to read these two columns, and we have to store them into respective variables. So read that parameters. So read username and password cell data. Cell means column data. First read username. Username is string type or not? String. Username is equal to. Come on. How to get that cell data? Go to sheet. WS dot.
Get sheet.
Get row. Go to sheet. In that already we say sheet WS. In that sheet, go to row. Which row it is? You want to get all rows or only single row?
Single.
You want to read all rows or single row, ma?
Row.
You want to read all these rows in this column, or you want to read only single row?
All rows.
All rows means then what to do? I times. Rows are stored in I. Yes or no? From that row, we need to get cell. How to get a cell? Dot get cell.
Get cell.
Which column number? Tell me column number. What that column number we should define here?
0.
0 na? Column number, ma?
1.
Somebody said 0. 0 na?
1.
1. Still somebody said 0 internally. Column number is 0. First column. Okay. Row number, column number, everything start from 0, not from 1. Okay. 1 means it will take password column. Huh? I told you. Row number, column number start from 0 only. So first column is username. First column number will be 0 only, right? What type of data it contains? What type of data it contains? Dot.
String.
Get string cell value. Same way, read password column data also. String
Password is equal to
password is equal to, go to sheet WS dot get each row. Get row of items dot get cell of
1.
1 or 2?
1.
1. Don't confuse now. Dot what type of data it contains? Get string cell value. What is username and password now? Anybody? What is username and password? Username and passwords are parameters. Yes or no? Am I right? Do you agree with that, all of you guys? Username and passwords are parameters. What they're holding? They're holding multiple set of data. Okay? They're holding multiple set of data. What Selenium has to do now? In runtime, Selenium has to send this login form. Yes or no? Whichever stored in this username and password parameters. How to send that value? Now write script for login. Write script for login. Write script for login. Driver dot find element by dot. I want locate with the name. Suppose I want locate CSS selector here. We are not using CSS. By dot CSS selector. CSS selector value will give later. Dot send keys. Manchi peru cheppandi ma. Tell me one name. Very good name. Tell me one name. Ma? Apart from my name. Tell me in one name, ma. No problem. Send one value, I say.
Username.
Oh, not your name, my name, anybody name. Okay? Parameter. Now we have to send whatever names you want to store, go and store in Excel sheet. Okay? Whatever data you want to store, already we stored here. Okay, don't store again in a test case. So now we have to send this parameter here. Why? This is holding Excel data. Yes or no? This username is holding what? Excel. So it will take the data input to the test box. Same way, do it for password also. Are you understanding, all of you? Driver dot find element by dot CSS selector selector value dot send keys. Come on, guys. What that parameter we should send here?
Password.
Password.
Yes. Now ask Selenium to click that login button. Driver dot find element by dot CSS selector. Again, we'll give selector value dot click. Okay, dot click. Here, some validation should be done, right? What is our validation here? So let us define CSS for all of them first. Inspect element. Go to your crop path. Okay, edit this CSS selector. CSS always start with dash here. Edit that, copy this, paste here. Next, edit for password also. CSS selector, edit this, copy this, and paste here. Next, login. Click on this login button, edit this, copy this, and paste here. What is my validation? If I give valid username and valid password, if I try to provide valid username and valid password, look at that URL. If my URL contains dashboard text, then my login is success, right? That's what we need to do. Come on, validate that. Store into one respective variable first. Your expected value, store it. Store expected.
Expected
Is equal to what it expected, ma?
double quotations dashboard.
Store that into your expected. What is how to get runtime? How to get actual value? Complete URL in runtime.
String actual is equal to
Actual.
get current URL.
Get current
URL.
Yeah, driver dot get current URL. Now what we ask Selenium, go and check this dashboard text contains in this URL actual or not. If it is contains, pass. Condition if actual dot contains
expected.
Contains what? Expected. If it's containing expected, then first write your test engine reports first. Write into test engine reports.
Reporter.log.
Log and tell that login is
Success.
login success colon plus I want to print that expected and actual also in my print it. What is there? So that you get clarity. S plus some blank space. Let me get some blank space. Print
Plus
actual URL also. Comma true. Don't forget true. Yes. This is should write into test engine reports, but Selenium should go and write this into results column. What it should go and write into results column? Login success, and then should go and write into status column as pass. Write as login success into where? Into results cell. Come on. Now we should write it.
Output path.
Output path we use for outputting workbook. We're not outputting workbook. I want to write into results column. Kada? Writing it output. We have to write into that column. We have to tell to Selenium. Go to sheet. WS. Go to that sheet. First get that row. In which row you want write? You want write in all rows or only one row? All rows. Kada?
All rows.
Dot. What I told you for writing? Dot. Create cell. Create cell. Get cell is for reading. Get cell is for reading. Create cell. Do you remember all these methods? Create cell. Which cell you want to create? Come on. In which cell you want to create? Tell that number. Column number.
2.
1.
2, 2.
2 ah,
Please.
3 ah.
The cell is
2,
already
sir.
created.
We should go and create that cell and then write in that cell here. Come on. 0, 1, 2. 2. What do you want in that cell?
Set value. Set cell value.
Set
Cell
cell
value.
value. Set
Set
cell
cell
value.
value. So what do you want? Write that. Write your message. My message is login success. Okay. Same way. Write into status cell as pass. Come on. Write into status column as pass.
W star.
WS dot. Same.
Get row of I.
Getter of
I.
items dot
Dot create cell.
create cell.
Cell.
Which cell ma? The status will be third kada?
3.
3.
3. Dot
Dot.
set
Set cell value.
set cell
Cell value.
value. What do you want right there? Pass. Okay. At the same time, Selenium should write into this HTML report also. Log4j report plus it should write into this HTML report, data driven report plus log4j report also. Everything we have to write reports. Excel not sufficient. Write into extents reports. Test dot log status dot pass. So what do you want? Write your own message. Valid username
And passwords.
and password. I want write that message also, write it, no problem. Plus expected plus actual into my report also, so that we get clarity what is happening. Plus actual, write it. At the same time, write into test engine reports. I mean log4j also. Log gada object we created, log gada log dot info. Here no pass no fail, only info we can write.
Yes.
Info. What message you want write? Valid username and password. Okay. Colon plus write that expected actual also.
Yes, sir.
Expected.
Plus
Expected plus
actual.
plus
Actual.
actual also. Okay. So this should happen when condition is true. Correct? This many reports to be written when condition is true. Else. Selenium first should capture error message. Get error message. Store into string message is equal to get that error message where when you're inputting any invalid username and invalid password, Selenium should capture the error message compulsory. This error message, am I right or not? This error message. So let us capture it and store it in one variable. Driver dot find element by dot ID value dot
get text
method. Okay. So right click on it, inspect element, ID value, grow path, ID value is, we can take span also, CSS selector also, no problem. Okay. ID value, where is that ID value here?
मैं तुम्हारा फोन में लॉगिन करूँ.
ID is equal to span message. So where that message stored ma? It has been stored into message object. So write into reports, test engine reports first. Reporter dot
log
reporter dot log. What do you want write? Message plus some blank space. I want some space plus I want write that expected plus actual values. Yes. Plus Use some blank space to have some, otherwise it will merge into that. That's what I'm, in order to overcome that merging, I'm using. Okay, actual, comma, true. This happens when it is happening, right? So same thing should write into results column also. What you should write into results column? That message. Write as message, error message into that results column. Come on. Same column. Come on, write into the column. Same. WS dot
WS
get
dot
row
get row
of items dot
create cell.
create cell. Which cell ma? Same cell kada? 2.
Two.
Dot cell. 2 dot set cell value. What do you want set? String type. What do you want set in that? Message. Yes or no? That error message what is captured there. Message. Same way, write as fail into status column. WS dot
Get row
row of
Get row.
items dot
create
create
cell
cell.
Cell.
Which cell ma?
of 3.
3.
Third cell.
Third cell
Your set.
dot
Set
set
cell value.
Cell value.
Value.
What do you want right in that? You want it as fail.
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 Right? And then same again, log extends reports. We have to write into extends reports. And log4j also we want to write it. Write into that extends reports. Log status dot
Fail.
fail. Make it as capitals. Okay, fail. So I don't want this message here. What I want? Message kada? Message. Write that message. Okay na? So plus some double quotation. Let us give some blank space, not a problem. Same thing in log4j also, it should not write this message. I want write that message. What that message ma? Message. Plus some blank space. Okay, so and so. This should happen when things are happening here. At the same time, I want to add some more things for log4j. Not only here, it's starting from I want to add log4j. Here also I want to count, not only here, it should take into my log4j also. Log dot info. Tell that information, what is there? Okay, you can tell RC na? RC plus some blank space CC. If you want that message, you can write the same message what you're writing here. Okay, not a problem. And also, I just want to know. That's enough. Log4j. If you want for every step, you can do it. No problem. You can write for each and every step. I told log4j. It's up to you. But this information is enough for me. And after completion of looping, see that. After completion of iterating all the rows, within that, see that. After completion of iterating rows. So before that, we need to, within the loop, we need to, what we should do? We have to end the report here. For each and every test case, we have to end the report compulsory. Yes or no? 4, 5. Okay, I want to end the report. And see, why I'm using within loop here? Because for every iteration, it has to end the test, and you should keep on pushing the reports also compulsory. So that's what I'm saying. Write it in the loop, within the loop. Don't write outside the loop. Come on, how to end that? Report dot end test. Which
End
test? Test case. And push it. Report dot flush. If you don't say flush, it can't push the report. Okay, na? Okay, fine. Now, after completion of loop will be completing here on, right? 99 line. After that one loop. Close that file which you are reading. F5 dot close. That's readable file. Close that file. Now, we need to output that into new workbook. This all outputs, whatever you're reading and writing done, already done, reading and writing done, right? Now output in new workbook. Which output, which way you want to output it? I want to output into this. I want output this into output part. Into this file name. Okay. Come on, output it. Output that into that file. Output that into that file. Already declared object for that F4. Kada? F4 is equal to new file output stream.
File output stream.
Output stream. Where you want output?
Path of the file is
Where you want
output path.
output? Output path. And
Output path.
in that file, output path file, data driven file, you want write it. So wb dot write method. So where you want write? You want write into F4 variable.
F4.
Then close the file which you are writing, F4 dot close. And then close the complete workbook, wb dot close. Okay, so that is very important for us. So after completion of executing all your tests, one more thing, I want take a screenshot only for the failed step, else part, right? I want take screenshot. Take screenshot and store into local drive. You store them into local drive. So here, see, globally, I declared object here. See that? What that object I declared here? I declared object as screen.
File,
File screen. I want to store that screenshot into this variable. So take that help of that object here. Where that else pada? Take that screen. Screenshot taking is important. Screen is equal to, here we are using some interface. Look at that. Open two parentheses, close parentheses, 2. Okay. Take screenshot. We have to use one take screenshot as our interface. So that take screenshot. For what we are taking screenshot, WebDriver object. What that WebDriver object is driver. Driver dot get screenshot. Get screenshot method. And here we have to use one more interface that is called output type. Output type. Remove that. Dot file. So first statement, what is that first statement here? First statement, Selenium will take a screenshot and store into which variable? Screen variable, right? That screenshot we need to store into local system. So copy screenshot into local system. How to copy that screenshot to local system? We use one more class, file utils. File control space bar. Look at that, control space bar, very important. Control space bar. File utils dot copy file. We use method called copy file method. Copy file. Which file you want to copy, ma? Which file you want to copy? Screen, right? Screen. Where you want to copy? Into new file. Control space bar, and define the path. You store your path. I want to create one folder under my project itself. Dot /. I want my folder name as screens. I want my folder screens. In that screens, I want folder as iterations. In that, I want to take only for fail for every iteration, which got failed, right? So for that, I can say plus I time. What is I? What is I here? I is holding iterators. 1, 2, 3. Which iteration fail? It will take that number for understanding purpose. And with what you want to take that screenshot? I want to take screenshot with login page dot png. You know, screenshot png, jpj, lot of formats. I want to take as png format. So it will take that screenshot file image name as login page.png, where into this respective screen main folder iteration subfolder. Whenever it is fail, I don't want whenever it is pass. I don't want waste my memory. Okay, so like that we should take a screenshot also at the same time. The next thing is, and here in the looping itself, you need to launch URL driver dot get method. Compulsory, we have to launch URL here itself. So driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, so specify your application URL. Copy that URL and paste here. Okay, guys. Any mistakes in the code? Any mistakes? Finally, we should go for @ after test.
After test.
Public void method name is tear down.
Tear down.
Tear down.
Driver dot
And
close.
driver dot close
Close.
method should be used. Nothing more in the tear down class. Okay. And Excel path, everything we defined perfectly. I think. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see how well it is going to check. Now it's going to pick up data from Excel file. For your understanding purpose, when you click on login button over here, let us ask to wait for 1 second, at least 2 seconds. Thread dot sleep. Wait, thread dot sleep, no problem. Wait for 3000 milliseconds, not more than that. Because it will take some time, right, to log in. Okay? Yes. Right click the mouse, run as test-ng, test. Let's see. Now from where it's going to pick up data here? From where Selenium is going picking data?
Excel sheet.
From Excel file.
Login Excel
Yes.
sheet.
We are checking positive and negative. Observe that, all of you guys. You should pick up data from Excel and should send that data into this. See that it's sending to your username and password. Both are valid. Okay, fine. Next, how many iterations you have taken there? You should go on that many times. Again, go for second iteration. Again, that's what I done. URL looping itself. We gave invalid username, invalid password. So again, third iteration, we left blank. We left blank here. And next, we left blank for password. And we left both username and password blank. That's what we're doing manual testing also, right? And again, we gave invalid password, I think. Something going wrong. What is that? What we give? Invalid. Valid username only we give. Okay. It's going on. I should not disturb in between. Okay. Let me check it again. Whatever you have taken, let us see. Lastly, we give valid username and like that. Whatever we have done, it will give the outputs to us. Don't worry. That's it. So how many iterations you have taken here? It gives that number. See that for every iteration, it takes that. See, login success. Why? Because URL contains dashboard. Our dashboard is this one. And see, we have done number of iterations 9 and number of cells in first row, 4 columns are there. Okay. That's what see telling us very clear. This is what is this one? Log4j report. Log4j report. This is test engine report. So that invalid, valid username and valid password because both are equal. Again, invalid credentials because that URL doesn't contain that dashboard. Look at that. This dashboard is not available in this URL. What we given. Not only here, you can check your results. Always make a habit of checking in where you asked to create that file, Excel file, data driven in D drive. Go to D drive. Go to D drive. What that file name we give? Data driven. Open that file. Now see that first one success. First one success because both valid. Invalid fail. Invalid credential. Again it is fail. Again it is fail because password cannot be. Username cannot be empty. Fail again. Invalid credential. Fail again. Invalid credential. Fail again. Both are pass. Yes, done. Next, one more report. All of you, I told you to analyze report for what? Go to your framework. Where is your framework? D drive. 7 o'clock. D drive. Where is that 7 o'clock? DRE. D drive only. Where is that 7 o'clock here? 7 o'clock automation. Primus Bank. See that. Here we get extents reports. Open this. Data driven. Look at that. Open this report first. Analyze reports for extents reports, very important. It gives for every iteration along with your name and all that. That multiple data is what? What is it? Multiple category name. Ranga is what? Author name. Right? See, first one is pass. Why? Because it contains dashboard is contained in that URL. Next it is fail. Why it is fail means dashboard doesn't contain that URL. Like that. It goes on showing fail, 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 fail. And again, last iteration again pass, last iteration again pass. If once it enable dashboard, out enable dashboard, click on this. If shows with, see, this is test view. 3 test cases we have taken, and here 3 tests are pass, 6 tests are fail. Very clearly showing. See, mouse are 6 fail and 3 pass, and step view, and 6 steps got executed fail and 3 steps got executed pass. 33% over here. And this is category. See, if you click on, you can click on category name. The name of the category is data driven. One is pass, one is fail. And if you want to see complete review, that means click on this. If you click on it, it gives complete. Total test 9, total steps are 9. How much taken they are taken, and it shows the start date, it shows the end date, and also it shows the name of that category of that test case and on which environment you executed also. And not only this report, you have to analyze one more report. What that one more report here? Log4j. What that Log4j?
Log4j.
Where that Log4j? Test reports. Yes or no? In this test report,
reports.
yes. What that file name we gave here? Results. Open that results. You can see extend Log4j report part data driven. Look at that class name. It gives class name and gives all the information to us very clearly. In which line? 96, 66 line number. 9 means 9 rows. 1 means that's what, right? Messages. It will be easy to understand. It gives complete report. Not only this, we have to analyze one more screenshot also. Look at that screen. I'd asked to create one folder screen here, right? Double click that. Iteration as subfolder. Open that. Whichever test case fail, see that. Second iteration fail, so that it has taken screenshot for the second iteration. Second iteration only. Why? Because second iteration got fail. Next, third iteration also got fail again. Because we go invalid, nothing has given password there. Again, fourth iteration also fail. Why? Because nothing has given password. Again, fifth iteration also fail again. Nothing, both we left blank. Again, sixth iteration also fail. Again, we give both left blank. Seventh one also got fail. Remaining iterations are only 2 are pass. See that 1 and 8 are pass. Remaining are failed. So it takes screenshot for even failed test cases also. That is how we have to check with all reports here. Framework means, but Monday class I'll start our structure framework. But this is to understand very clear. I've written like this. All of you guys. Okay? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes.
All of you. Huh? Workout. All of you should complete this task by coming. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we don't have class. I'm going out of station. So for the time being, complete all the pending work. Please, all of you guys. A lot of pending work, I think all of you have. Please complete that work. Monday, we'll start real structure and we'll introduce how to start keyword driven, how to write real-time frameworks. I'll show one by one. Okay? Okay, now?
Yes, sir.
I sent you that report, jar files also. Just now I forwarded that. Add that jar file, extends report jar files, compulsory. Huh? I sent you.
Yes, sir.
I sent you. Check your emails. I'll send this code also, and you have to complete the task by Monday, and then we'll start our real frameworks. Okay, na? Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
See you on Monday. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir.